Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play ICARUS. Broken Arrow Recovery is the mission. Episode number 2 of it. Let's get to work. Let's see, what are we doing today? We want to do a lot of mining. We got this set up, and that's how we're going to make some progress. That's how we're going to move to concrete eventually. A lot of this is going to be gated by mining, and I put a waypoint down just so you can see we're here, we're going up there. There's a fairly close by cave over here that we'll set to. And boy, I do feel like I moved slow because of those very silly idea to come down with no workshop items. But it's a labor of love. I do this because possibly the enjoyment on the viewer side will be a little better, knowing that they can exactly one-to-one play the same way I am. Okay, not exactly true. I didn't really go through the talents tree. But that's given me an enormous leg up. Okay, so caves. You didn't see it in the first episode, but I'm pretty sure you're going to see it here. There it is. Surprise! There are worms in caves. Not the kind of worms you really want. I mean, are there worms that you want? I guess if you're fishing. Anyway, here we are in the cave. And this is where all the iron ore is, and the copper ore, and we can make steel if we find some coal to make some steel bloom with, and then we need a... I really hate when you can't get that nice clang. Like, let's please demonstrate the clang, Mr. Iron Ore node over here. Clang means you get all the rest of the resources, just hoovered up into your inventory. Even though you didn't probably strike with your pickaxe. That's the clang. You didn't strike enough to actually take all of it, but it's like, 90% done or something, and the game just gives you the rest. It's like, okay, fine. We're not gonna make him get the rest that's under the ground. And I could sit here and dig for that missing pixel somewhere for a long time, and I don't think I'm gonna find it because that one was precarious. Now, normally what you want to do, or what I have found is the right thing to do, and that's just, again, anecdotal, just my experience talking, no guarantees this is the best way, is you might want to actually leave some of those more precarious iron nodes for later, because the later pickaxes, they actually, when they hit, they expand. What's the right way of saying it? I mean, they take a bigger chunk out of the item. Which means if you're near something which is going to be going invisible underneath, like the world rock, which is, cannot be damaged, the terrain, not just a node, but the terrain. Like when you want to go and you click here, and then that takes some chunk out. Well, the later pickaxes take a bigger chunk, which means you'll be getting more of the hidden stuff underneath the terrain. So that's the reason why, wow, we're already at, what, did I take wood? I must have taken wood with us. Oh, I took a lot of wood with us. Let's try to squeeze one more in. And also staying in these caves too long will give us pneumonia, which is a huge bummer. I'm not sure. Did I already have this conversation? I feel like I already had this conversation about how I don't really like the pneumonia thing. Did I get that one? Well, we're not going to stick around to find out lest we do get pneumonia. So, what are you doing, Mr. Rabbit? As on Earth, a survivor, but not today. Oh. Do we have room for this? Okay, well, our inventory is almost full, which means that I need to make a solid effort to clear up inventory space when we get back. And mainly I can do that by crafting a backpack. Not actually freeing up inventory space, just expanding it. That'll work. I think I'm going... Where am I going? Okay, I'm going the right way. Should have just trusted myself. I was gonna get there. These silly cocoa trees are just so tall. Obscure everything. Alright, let's immediately dump this in here. Speaking of trees and carrying too much weight, let's get that done. Let's go ahead and craft if we can, at least. We cannot. Let's find out why. The Where is it? Ah, textiles bench. We need wood for that. Well, that's pretty funny. Let's just do something like this. That should be enough. Wood. Wood. What are we missing now? I don't know why this thing's so hard for me to find suddenly. Ah, there it is. I am an idiot. Okay, so what I did is I did this. I hit control click, and control click when you're looking at an item which has wood as an input will just move the item into the input. So I did nothing. Just move stuff. Okay, so let's now do this. We can get it. Great. We can store the coal here for the time being. We can also store the oxide. Yeah, I got it. All the oxide here. We can put the sulfur there. We don't actually need to put any more sulfur there. This is up and running. So let's go ahead and put this maybe over here. What do we need for a backpack? We need leather and rope. Now, if we've done any amount of, and we have not done a whole lot. Wow, that's like no fiber at all. Okay, well let me see if we've killed enough things that we can get this. Yes, that's good. And we have 3 arrows. Let's maybe get... Whoop. Oh, can't get any more. Okay, fine. So we have enough arrows. This is going to give us so much fiber. This is a good diet of fiber right here. And you can use it on carrots. You can use it on any of these crops. And it will give you like 10x yield. It's pretty insane. No, see, I just got 8 things of tea, which I, actually, ironically, don't really want. It's not that I don't want tea. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like a tea hater or something, although in my life, where I am right now, I do prefer coffee. Out of necessity, really, more than anything. So I don't know, do I prefer it? Well, I guess I still somehow prefer it. It's more necessary to me, therefore I need it more. And that's going to be that, but I need to kill some things then. A little bit of hunting. Wolves I will just run up and kill, but if we see a deer, this might be a rabbit. Oh, it's a chamois. That's fine. We'll kill you. Could you see it? I couldn't, but... Oh dear. Recovering the body is sometimes a little challenging. And is usually aided by the third-person view, which I access just by hitting C. Can you see it? There it is. Good. We can go back to my preferred view. And we can repair that item. Alright, we're back. So that's probably enough. I don't even know what I was... Oh, wolf. Yes. Come here, Mr. Wolf. What do I need this for again? Leather. I need leather. Okay, this wolf just gave me 24 leather, which is a ton. Why am I hacking with these? Eventually we will want sticks for making tree sap. I don't even know if we've run into... Yeah, we haven't even run into any silicon yet. We will need silica to make a mortar and pestle. There's just the stepping stones. But what were we trying to do? Yes, we were trying to make a backpack. That was the goal. Wow, we got all 64 of that rope, which means we can make a backpack. Hooray! And oh my gosh, I forgot. We didn't bring any armor in. I don't really need the armor because, as I already mentioned, we can definitely survive without it and just wait for the next tier. I'm not sure. I might still end up doing that, but I think our next goal is going to be, let me take a few sticks. 23 is fine. Definitely take some bone. And as much leather as we still have. I am going to want to craft some more of these. Maybe 18, 21 total. That seems fine. And right now you are, pumping out the meat. Stick that all together. and lots of iron ore. Was that already enough? No, we're too shy of an anvil, and probably need more stuff for an anvil. Like, okay, we did already get, oh, there's, speaking of silicon. I'm all over the map, man. I gotta calm down. We know the main priority has got to be do some mining. And I was even thinking before I started recording this video, like, during ICARUS, what, you know, there's a lot of downtime. Is there anything I would like to talk about? And yes, actually, Kerbal Space Program 2 has launched. For those of you who know this, that's kind of a miracle or miraculous, or I don't know how you would know this, but the very first series ever on my channel was Kerbal Space Program. I mean, wait, yeah, that's the truth, right? Yeah, actually the very first video ever on my channel was Kerbal Space Program. I was trying to do a tutorial for my father, but I did it in a way which was, you know, for anybody. Was I a little embarrassed to be doing it for my father? I don't know. But I didn't ever come out and say that exactly. But I have since, you know, come to terms with the fact that that was how my humble beginnings. That was the origin. That's the origin story. Oh, now we have silicon, so we can get this, which is nice. Backpack. That's what I want, so I can carry more stuff. Good. Thank you. And that is helpful. So yeah, we just expanded our inventory by plus 25%. Water's a little bit low. We can solve that. And our oxygen is a bit low. It's also pretty easy to solve. And this is probably done. It is. Put this down in the meantime. We're just going to put it right here. And we'll put the anvil, which we should be able to get now. I don't know if we have enough leather or what else we need for the anvil. Wood, okay. Well, that's... We have wood. Where did my wood go? Keep stealing out of this. But anyways, that's the wood we need. Get an anvil. With an anvil, I can craft a better pickaxe, which is very necessary. I can even get a better stone axe, which I also would like to do. But the iron's going to trickle away very quickly if we aren't careful. So first priority is get an iron pickaxe, because with that I get better returns on my investment of mining. So that's worth doing, I think. And the iron axe is probably a little bit less so. I may end up doing it, but let's not do it right this moment. In the meantime, I want to stuff all this away. Let's get our oxygen thing. And I'll put this here. This is actually exactly as much as we need to make, well, we'll need 120 nails for both the next tier crafting station, which is the machining bench. We also need 120 if we want to go with masonry bench to make this out of stone. Now, I should mention that this mission is mostly just go here, collect something, go here, collect something, and then go here and kind of collect something, but, you know, also at each one of these you may or may not have to face some crazy wildlife. When people say it that way, I think you know what the option, which of those two is going to be. But am I ready to go? I think I am. I don't need anything. The less stuff I carry with me, the better. So I can just take, you know, everything can go into just taking iron ore back or any other kind of ore back. Yeah, let's go. Anyway, so I got distracted, as I usually do in these games when I'm trying to say something, especially if it takes a long time to say, and the long thing is Kerbal Space Program 2. Seems like it's got a bit of a disappointing release. In fact, I've been pretty critical. Okay. I should say, like, I should preface all of this. I'm probably don't do this often enough, but this is just my opinion. I have, you know, I have whatever experiences I can draw on to make conclusions, and based on my experiences, the conclusion I would draw from the whole situation is that the dev team seems like it is... by the way, a dev team can be very, very talented, but if it's poorly led or poorly directed or, whatever, well, it's just, you can have an amazing engine, but if you can't put traction to the wheels, you're not going to have any torque, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, I mean, it seems like the development studio's leadership was lacking. Or they might have been very inexperienced project managers. And it's just really sad to see such a... I mean, it's been happening to games, early access, and all this stuff, and like... you know what? Okay. If I had to make any kind of comparison, and this is... okay, this is not a fair comparison, but let me just at least say Master of Orion 3. Master of Orion 3 was picked up by a different studio, and I guess technically, what's the Scout? What's the name again? I forgot the name of the Kerbal Space Program studio. It wasn't Scout, but it was a very similar word. I'm just going to leave the cave real fast so I don't get pneumonia. I don't know how it works. I think it's a timer. I think it's a chance to fire every minute or so. In which case, maybe leaving the cave and entering doesn't matter at all. But it may also be like a timer thing, where the chance of you getting pneumonia goes up the longer you stay in the cave. And just in case it's the latter of the two, I excuse myself from the cave momentarily from time to time to reset that would-be timer. Okay, how are we doing? We can do more. Yeah, I don't remember the name of the studio, which should be obvious, but you know which one I'm talking about. Scout. God, the name is eluding me. But they obviously were just... I mean, Kerbal Space Program, the original game, it's one of the best games of all time. I think you can put it up there in that conversation. Definitely didn't start off that way, but I mean, the idea of it is amazing. It's just... oh boy, we got some... yeah, we got it. I actually got it. I should have switched over, by the way, to my steel. Wait, I don't have steel. Womp womp. Let me get one copper on the way out, just for fun. Hopefully this doesn't give me pneumonia. I really am petrified about pneumonia. It shrinks your stamina bar by half, which is... okay, yeah, it's pretty bad, but at the same time, it's not like the end of the world. Yeah, anyways, whatever the development studio... whatever the name is, I feel like that they were very poorly led. And you know what's funny? I kind of got the impression of that even from the videos that they were releasing ahead of time. You get a little bit nervous, or at least I get very nervous, because I've been there before. I think a lot of us have, where you've been led to believe... I mean, you're hyped up that they release a lot of... when the artists are leading the charge and the development team is lagging behind, that's a dangerous thing. Because one, it is going to build hype, but that's going to build expectations. And if your development team is lagging really far behind the creative team is going to just basically build expectations well beyond whatever the dev team can capitalize on. And I feel like that happened, definitely happened in Kerbal Space Program 2, that people were just very, very disappointed. But even, okay, so the publishers, Take-Two in this case, have a bad rap. I mean, probably mostly it's justifiably a bad rap for pushing games out early. But you have to look at a game like this and say, hey, Kerbal Space Program a year ago doesn't look much better, or, I mean, maybe again it was just the creative team showing all the right things, but you see the danger of it then. Anyway, we don't really see... they've been working on this, since 2017 or 2018? And we don't really see how do you... I mean... it feels like Kerbal Space Program 1 was further along after 5 years or whatever from its original development point than this one is, despite obviously being worked on by not just one person, but like a whole team. And that did not clink. Dang it. We can do a little lawn mowing expedition to try to get it. Oh, dang it. It's still not there. So, I don't know. I've been, like, really critical of Kerbal Space Program 2, but it's because to me, first of all, most people are really big fans of Kerbal Space Program, right? Who wouldn't be? And then you couple that with the fact that we have really high expectations for the second one, and then the expectations are not met. And not just not met, they're not met even if the game had no expectations. The release was pretty bad. So anyway, that's where things stand for now. Kind of a disappointing scene. But there's still hope. I don't know. Because you don't want to see what happened with Superpower 3, which was not just was it a bad release, but the game was just dropped altogether. I don't think that... And I'm saying that, and I shouldn't be saying that without knowing. I don't know. But I read comments that the development team is basically just doing some damage control, and the publisher has probably completely washed its hands of the gig. So whatever we get from the developers at this point, I think we're living on borrowed time on that one. And I'm not sure I'll ever even go back to it. I might, though. I love Superpower 2 so much that I might go back to it. It was a great game. Alright, so where are we at with this in this game? What I wanted to do was get next the machining bench, which means we need epoxy as well. And for that I need to kill animals, or get bones. We do have some bone here. Yeah, we have quite a lot, so we can get 10 epoxy right there. What else are you missing? Some iron nails, which means effectively just turning in some of the iron ingots. Well, they're already right there. Iron nails, done. Okay, what else are we missing? Just 6. A little bit of wood. Well, if we have enough iron ingots, and we will eventually, so let's just do it now. Let's go ahead and craft this. So we need more. Oh, I don't have leather? Do we have any leather? 3. We are short on leather. Alright, I see a deer. Just gotta get the right angle. Dang it! Where's he going? Come back this way? No. Oh. Well, hello. Let no one say this game is not without bugs, including that kind of weird animation where I think that he was just stuck in the terrain. But I've been there, buddy. That's why they have this nifty little unstuck button, which, I mean, thankfully for us, the deer did not use the unstuck button. Disappear from our vision. Escape. Cut down one tree. Oh boy. I hope that didn't hit my house. Level up again. That's really not important because we have, I guess, more than we ever need. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and craft the other one. I'm going to do it. Got leather. Did I not get any wood? Do I have no wood? I have wood. Just keep borrowing. Reaching into the bank. I did it again. There we go. So I'll just destroy this one. We won't need anything after. We won't need another one of these later. Which means I need another one of these. Craft that. How much are we at now? We're at 4 shy. Yeah, we're more than there. Alright, so what are we missing? The epoxy. Oh, well, we do need wood, so let's go finish this job. It's awkward. Very awkward. Whoa! I try to track those with my mouse so I can hit F and still take it. No guarantees. I don't know. Sometimes it will just disappear below the ground, and I assume it's lost forever in the abyss. Okay, well that should be enough wood, even though it's not a whole lot. How are we doing? That was enough wood. Well, for sure it was. And iron and epoxy. Okay, so let's grab the epoxy. Let's get the epoxy crafting and grab it in a second. Grab the nails. Epoxy, and voila! Machining bench. Hooray! Yeah, okay, so for this mission, I don't even know if we need to weatherproof this house. If we do, we will just use stone. That's just going to be a penny pinching thing. We probably don't even need to do a concrete house, but I just want to show it off. So, yeah, let's do it. Otherwise, we might be able to beat this game a lot. I mean, beat this whatever mission a lot faster than I thought. Okay, so we have this. New crafting, the version 2 crafting table. It says no shelter, and right now it doesn't mean it. That was just because I was sticking it outside the house. But every now and then things in the house don't have shelter. And that's confusing. Alright, I think all that, do that. Probably gonna need more, yeah, eventually we'll need more wood for that. The current stone, what is this? Stone furnace, yeah. But next, let's work on the cement mixer, which is how we're going to be able to get concrete in order to build our concrete structure that we want for the snow. So for this, we're going to need more iron. Iron nails we actually have enough of. Some rope and some wood. Okay, well let's chop down another tree. Seeing writings on the wall, we definitely need more wood. Oh my gosh! That would hurt you, by the way. You can get Valheimed in this game, meaning hurt by falling trees. I love that Valheim has claimed that, because it's surprising that nobody else has done that. Why? How does it that Valheim, you know, years after the open world survival game genre has been hugely popular, how is it that Valheim was the first one to do that? Seems like it could have been done a long time ago. Alright, so enough about KSP2. I'm still hopeful, by the way. I'm very much looking forward to doing like a science series. The system requirements on it are a bit extreme, so hopefully I'm not... I have a GTX 1080, which is definitely not a bad graphics card, but it's not... I don't know if it's even... No, it does meet the minimum requirements, I remember looking, and my CPU is good enough to meet. So I do meet the minimum requirements. No excuse not to play. Anyway, we have iron pickaxe. Let's go here for some more nails. We want 120 total. So I'll do 11. I will do 7. We'll need more though, because I want to build the stone construction platform thing. Okay, 20 more, 10 more, we have 5 more we need. What is it called? The stone masonry bench. Yeah, masonry bench. So we will need 110 more. Is that how many I got? Oh, I got a little bit more than that, but that's fine because I'm going to need the nails for actually building the masonry parts. So this is done, which is good. We're really kind of moving along the tech tree, by the way. If you have never played this game, you won't realize how getting like into the next tier is I don't know. It was hard for me at least to do it. Get this just right. Good enough. Alright, just in time for a storm to come, let's maybe get some stuff going on right away. We need 4 of these. Okay, well, make me as many as you can. And we need more iron nails. That's why we should have just done this to begin with. I'll make another 4. Since that's all we have. I'll take what we have. Start going. Alright, we got 2. We need 2 more. And just make as many of those as you can. And we're going to need a hammer. Let's just take all this iron and start going. 6. I think we're going to get away with a wooden hammer here, although sometimes I am... Yeah, no, I don't sometimes. I do prefer to get a iron hammer. But for now... Okay. The reason why I don't like wood hammers is they break very quickly and they chew through a lot of wood because they break so quickly. That's okay. So, this and that, and now we need more iron nails. And we need leather. Oh my gosh, I forgot about the leather requirement. We don't have any leather, do we? We're just empty. Alright, well, we'll just put things down here and here, and there and there. So at least we know 2 walls won't be damaged during the storm. Pillars don't get damaged, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm only upgrading 4 pillars, just in theory, to support the stone walls, which I'll be putting down. Now, because I do wooden pillars at every single cross point, I don't even know if you need the stone pillars at the corners, but I know it doesn't break if you use them, so it might be overkill, but it's not, it's not too little. Yeah, we need to do something about the leather situation, don't we? Okay, that's a chamois, looks like. When they see you from a mile away, it's a chamois. Got him. Again, there's probably some tracking going on. Because I don't think I'm that accurate. I'm definitely not that accurate with the bow and arrow in real life. Oh, look. And our prey here has attracted a wolf, which the game thinks is a bad thing, but I think is a great thing. We'll take it. Looks like we're going to need more water in a moment, too. Yeah, see that little tab, right-click, repair thing? I don't like that cycle. No, it's a rabbit. I don't care about the rabbit. Oh, so this was a green storm then. This was not one I needed to repair for. As we can see, the durability did not drop at all. And funny thing, when you have the hammer out, the storm will actually go through the ceiling. It's not really going through, it's just a visual effect, but it's pretty funny. Alright, we're still making things so that fire is not burning needlessly, although this one is. So let's just stop creating charcoal. We don't really need to do that. It's almost nighttime. Does that mean it's almost time to end this video? Huh, that's cool. We'll be able to do basically just one video a day. I mean, 1 day per video. 7 more. Yes, we will need at least 7 more, and we will be limited by stone. Well, that's easy enough. I can go out and pluck this stone right here. Whoa! I forgot trees fall in storms. Valheim. I feel like also they fall more often when you're outside near them. You know, the whole story about if a tree is going to fall in the woods or whatever, no one's there to see it. Does it really make a sound? Well, or does it really fall? In this game, I don't think so. You know, if I was to... As soon as this storm ends, if I was to run in a direction, I'm not sure if we would see trees falling. Actually, no, I think you do. But far... I mean, they do disappear at some point just because they time out. Basically decay. I'm not one to let a tree go to waste, though, so we'll just harvest this guy. We do need wood, after all. Kerbal Space Program. What was the other thing I was going to talk about? Probably, I was thinking about talking about it a little bit, what I'm doing right now with the programming and stuff. It's a fun life. Interesting stuff, that's for sure. No, I'm not gonna, it'll be too distracting to get into that. We need a total of 12. which means we have 9, 2 plus 7, so we need 3 more. And then we're going to need 8 of these, which means we just make 1 for now, I guess. Alright. Up and at 'em. Did I miscount? Oh. Wait. What the hell are you doing here? That's why sometimes I don't like to build my house where the wildlife can just wander upon you. It's not that this guy's a threat. It's just annoying. Like, why is he coming into my house? My house! Alright, let's replenish our water, which is pretty simple to do. We live right next to the water, for crying out loud. Okay, I got whatever it's called. Dysentery. Which just reduces the amount of food you get from actually eating. But that's not a problem. I mean, sure, our food's yellow, but we have tons of food already. And I don't think I've ever taken damage for starving. I have at times been too thirsty, and I have at times definitely started to die from asphyxiation, but never from lack of food. Okay, so 7. Hammer out. We're all set as far as stone goes. Now we just need 8. So 7 more for the ceiling. What are we limited by? Yep, we're stone limited still. Let me put the rest of my stone in. Excuse me. I was going to save some of this iron ore for making steel. If you're wondering why I'm just carrying that around. Well, I shouldn't actually be carrying it around, but we'll put it in here for now. And yeah, I guess this is a good place to call this video to a close. So I'll do the same thing I did last time, which is, well, first of all, we should have this as a spawn point. Then we'll rest. It's 7 o'clock. And I'll be back for the next day. Wow, it's 41 degrees Celsius in here. That is pretty hot. I guess we should probably turn this fireplace off. But we're making food with it, so I won't. Anyway, until the next one. By the way, what's the plan for the next one? I think in the next one, we will make some armor. I might be okay just making this leather armor for the, just for the whole mission. I would prefer to make the cured leather, but that takes a long time, so I'll probably won't. Yeah, I'll just make this leather armor and we'll be good to go. And then we'll go and we'll probably do both this one and that, pick up 2 of the 3 satellites we need. Saving the main one for day 3. Yeah. Okay, until the next one, thanks for watching, stay safe, and take care.